Don't forget, you're probably in the best country in the world for somebody who's looking to start over. What's the number one reason why you love the Philippines? What's the first reason it would come to you? I'd love to hear that comment. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jay with Jay's Philippines. Wife, Adeline, Kiri, the little one. Glad to have y'all with us today. Happy to announce we made it past our 10,000 subscribers.
My name's Jay. For folks just joining us, welcome. I'm a Kentucky boy at heart, but life has taken me on an amazing adventure over the last 6 years. I found my purpose, and let me tell you, it involves an amazing Filipino woman and our beautiful daughter. Now we're building a new life together back in the Philippines in a city called Dumaguete. Curious how it's all going? Well, it's just getting started. Life throws its punches, doesn't it? Maybe a breakup. Maybe you lost someone close to you. Or maybe the routine is just so repetitive you can't stand it no more. You just don't feel alive. Whatever it is, you find yourself here, yearning for a fresh start. Here, as in the Philippines. I was there too, stuck in a rut. The world dull, gray, repetitive, no energy, lifeless. But then I took a chance. I stepped outside my comfort zone and boarded a plane. My destination was the Philippines. Now you might be thinking, why the Philippines? It wasn't just the beauty, the crystal clear waters. Sure, those are amazing, but it's so much more, so much deeper than this. In this video, I'm going to share what I found to be the most special about the Philippines. The things that made me want to stay, not just for a year, but for 6, and many more to come. So grab a seat and get ready to discover why the Philippines might be the perfect place for you in your own fresh start.
The Philippines, the country I feel, is absolutely the #1 spot in the world to retire in for most situations. Economy, up and coming infrastructure, life, adventure, feeling a place that you belong, that you're not really going to feel unwelcome anywhere, except maybe South Mindanao. You might not belong down there. Yeah, don't go down there. You don't belong there. Stay out of that.
I mean, you haven't been there, so you can say something about it.
I can say something about it when there's people living in the jungle that might take you.
It's beautiful there.
It might be beautiful, but you probably don't belong there.
Yeah.
Okay. The Philippines, a country I feel without a doubt is where most people have their best shot to live their later years in life. Even if you're younger, it's got everything to offer. There goes my trailer. Got to make moves in this life if you want the Philippines. $10,000 gone. Why is selling a trailer sad? I don't know, but I feel sad right now. Can you go anywhere in the world right now and feel safe for the next 20, 30 years? I don't know. I mean, rural America, I mean, that's what I'm familiar with right now. I guess I probably could live in rural America another 20, 30 years and it's probably going to be somewhat safe. Will the Philippines be safe for my daughter for the next 50, 60 years? I mean, if you look at 50, 60 years in almost any history, major things happen all around the world all the time. That's a long time to hope a country like the Philippines is safe and doing well for 50 straight years. So I got things I'm always concerned about, but I feel good about the Philippines. I'm not going to let that deter my plans. The kids are friendly to you. I've never once, I don't need to hear a lecture about it happens. Obviously it happens, but I've never once seen punk kids in the Philippines. I've never watched them. I've never seen an incident when I was there. The odds are it doesn't happen very much. I've never seen people harassed. Yes, there's beggars on the streets from time to time. Yes, there's poor people in the Philippines. We all know these things usually when we go to these countries, but that's okay. You learn how to deal with that. You learn how to cope. You learn how to adjust. You learn how to help when you can.
Never slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness.
Being active in the Philippines is such a blessing for you. Going to get your food on a daily basis. So what if you got food at the house? Go get something fresh for the day. Let the refrigerators and the freezers hold what they hold, but get out of that house. Do not go to the Philippines and get sedentary, sitting on your couch, sitting on your porch, sitting on your patio, sitting on your thing, drinking coffee all day long. That is so wasting your time in the Philippines. The Philippines has so much more that you can change your life for. It's so hard. It's like I really want to get into these videos with this stuff, but I realize I'm not even telling you to go to the gym. I'm telling you, just get out. Do not fall prey. Do not be jealous of the guy who's got the house and the solar panels and all that stuff. There is nothing to be jealous about. That guy's jealous of the guy who's healthy and active. I promise you they are. Be that guy who gets out of his apartment every day, condo, house, whatever you're at. Get out. Live in the Philippines. Go make a friend every day. Go meet. It don't even matter. Just say hi. It'll feel good internally. You'll feel better about your life, the quality of life that you're living here in the Philippines.
Hey.
Hey, you.
See so many people going about things wrong, and a lot of it is just they need a wake-up call. You're not winning when you move to the Philippines and you seclude yourself and isolate yourself and you're sedentary all day. It's like, what did you do today? You got up and you went somewhere and sat down. Don't waste the Philippines like that. There is so much beauty all around. To get there and just make all your comforts so you really don't have to do much, you're failing. I don't care what anyone says. I'll argue that one to death. You're failing. You're in the Philippines, probably the most beautiful country in the world with what you're used to comparing to what you're used to back home. Everywhere you go is a picturesque landscape. If you don't like the beach, you got the mountains. If you don't like the mountains, you've got waterfalls. I mean, there's always something. You can't go to many countries in the world, and when you get there, you feel welcomed. You feel like you belong. You may be new to it, and you may not feel it right away, but it's just because you're new. Once you settle down and just relax, you're going to find out this is where you belong in the Philippines. I am 51 years old. I have a 5-year-old daughter from the Philippines. I will do absolutely anything I have to do in order to watch her grow into an old woman. And I consider old in my opinion, for her, if I can be around when she's 50, then I've won. So that would put me at 101 years old, a centenarian, so to speak. Make it to 100 years old in this world, probably a little bit of luck and doing a lot of things right for sure. I don't care how much luck you got, you're gonna have to do some things right. Anxiety and stress. You can eliminate a lot of the things that you've had going on in your life. You can get rid of a lot of that here in the Philippines. A lot of people out there in the expat world talk about the homes and their lifestyles and stuff. A lot of it is sedentary. It's sitting around all day long. They have all the comforts that they need. They found the way to keep the electricity on with their solar packages. They got the money for the refrigerators. They're stocked up. They got generators for brownouts. And kudos to them. I'll probably have the same thing. But I'm a gym person. I'm an activities guy. I'm going to leave that house every day, no matter what, for many hours. If you're going to live somewhere in the Philippines and you have certain physical health conditions that you're living with, it might actually get worse. Living in a city that doesn't have specialized hospitals for those conditions isn't the Philippines' fault. Don't live in a city if you need heart surgeries and you're in a city with a hospital that doesn't have a notable heart center, or you got to travel somewhere for your condition that you have before you even get to the Philippines. The Filipinos, I don't know if they're dealing with heart attacks as much as the local expat communities. You have all different types of health needs in the Philippines. Personally, at this point in time in my life, I'd be more worried about who's going to take care of a broken bone, who's going to take care of an infection. Can I get that stuff done in my new favorite city, my home, Dumaguete City? I feel confident about that. If I had an ailment tomorrow that said, uh-oh, something really is different going on, I would have to reevaluate my situation. I wouldn't blame the Philippines for not having the best hospital in the country in my current location. The Philippines does the best it can, as it's a country that's a developing country. Another one of the things about the Philippines that I love to think about, and I'm really appreciative on my side, is that you'll hear a lot of people, if you talk about, if you marry the girl, then you also got to marry the family. You're gonna be responsible for the family. Why, I haven't found that to be true whatsoever, and I don't know if that's a negative. If you don't want to help other people in life at this point, if you're just worrying about yourself, I can understand. I mean, a lot of people have been through a lot of rough times, but if you're basing a relationship on a girl because of her family situation, man, her family could be the best blessing that you ever had in life. Sitting around with just you and your partner every day for years, that could get very stale and very unfulfilling. Having a family involved in your life could be what helps you live longer. It could be the blessings that you really don't even understand yet. I understand the financial aspect of it. I mean, you can only do what you can do. Doing something is better than doing nothing and being alone. Having a grandma and a grandpa around, aunts, uncles, Having a close-knit family in the Philippines is very much something that could help you live a longer and more fulfilling life. My daughter's grandparents live in the Philippines, and they got lots of children. I'm excited to spend more time with all of them. I can't wait to start doing things with them in the future. More holidays together, more building together, just getting closer as a family, knowing each other just much, much better. That's my gift. I mean, that's just something I'm excited about. That's not something I worry about. I don't ever go to sleep at night worrying about, is this going to cost me something? When people worry about that types of stuff, you got to wonder what type of situation they're really in. So there's all kinds of people in the world. Don't let, when you hear things like that, be a negative. Be grateful that having a family, that's a blessing. You don't know what your future holds tomorrow. What happens if you don't wake up the way you're used to waking up in the Philippines? What if something happens? What if that motorcycle crash comes? What if something negative really happens? Whatever it may be. A lot of things going on in the world. Tomorrow's not promised, and being healthy tomorrow is not promised. What if you woke up tomorrow and you weren't as healthy as you were today? Are you going to wish that family member was around? You're going to wish you was a little nicer to that family? Because you may need them right now, because your entire life, being in the Philippines, may depend on that family, because no one's guaranteed to help you in the Philippines. What's the first thing that comes to mind if somebody asks you, what's the number one reason why you love the Philippines? What's the first reason it would come to you? I'd love to hear that comment. The Philippines, for me, without a doubt, the number one reason why I would tell someone to come to the Philippines, if I only had one sentence to really say, would be the unknown, endless, possible adventure of the Philippines. From city life to province life to the mix of both, there's so many ways in this country for you to exist on many different budgets. And to me, no matter what your budget is, you have a way to make it an amazing time here. If you're on a lower budget, you can have a great life in the province settings. You can still have friends in the province. You can still eat great, healthy food in the province. If you got a bigger budget and you want to live in the cities, you still get the same types of friendships. You still get the same welcoming feeling when you're in the city. And honestly, I'm not sure which one yet would offer the best quality of life in the long run. And that's why I'm kind of leaning towards, I want a little bit of both. I love the idea of waking up in Dumaguete City, close to the boulevard, close to everything I want to be around. And then maybe on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday or something, weekend, Saturday, Sunday, heading up to the hills a couple days. Invite a few families over, invite some friends up, hang out, cook out, sleepovers, camp out, whatever. To think that you get to do that for decades with people, if you choose to. If you don't want to be isolated like so many people try to brag about when they're expats. Oh, that's why I don't hang out with other expats. Listen, if you want to openly tell other people you don't know how to pick friendships, keep saying that sentence. Bragging about not being around other expats because they're all drama. All you're doing is saying is you don't know how to pick friendships. You don't know how to deal with people. If I got people in my life that are causing drama, in a few short years, the Philippines has given me so much, and I'm not going to act like it's all been awesome. It has been blessings in disguise. It's pushed me to levels I had to overcome. I had to start a new business. I've been in business before. I was tired of being in business. It's stressful. I was ready to just take the easy paycheck and get through shifts. Honestly, it had a bunch of misery to go along with that. I didn't pick the better thing, but the Philippines has pushed me again. I've been through it in the Philippines. I've been through COVID. It was a miserable, life-altering experience that I will never forget. In fact, I don't even like talking about it too much because it's that miserable. And because of things like that, though, I gained more knowledge. I get more experience in life and know what the world is capable of. Things that now I can pass on to my daughter to make sure she's aware of how the world can be. But the Philippines has also given me new life. It's given me family. It's given me a reason to achieve more. It's given me a reason not to coast through my last years and just take it easy. I have a reason to spend time with family in the Philippines. I have a reason to try to help family members. I have a reason to get up in the morning. The Philippines, man, thank you. I don't have a complaint about heat and electric and, whatever line you don't like waiting in. That doesn't bother me. Sure, it'd be better if it was faster, but you know what? It also wouldn't be the Philippines if it was faster. It'd be something else, and it wouldn't be the same feeling being in the Philippines. I like the 1950s vibe. I like seeing old jeepneys. I like seeing the scooters. I love scooters. I like knowing I can survive on little. I'm glad I know when I'm in the Philippines, I don't need to complain that I don't have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath ranch. I'm glad I don't need those things. What I need is what the Philippines offers. And what I love so much about the Philippines is it has it all. Feel lucky that you found the Philippines at all. Most people will never know that they should have considered the Philippines. They didn't get that person that whispered in their ear. They never found the videos. They never knew what they were missing out on. The fact that you're even making decisions on the Philippines right now, you're lucky you somehow heard about this amazing destination. Be careful who you take your advice from, because a lot of people might paint it the wrong picture. While it is not perfect, it is perfect for me.